Môre graad 12, ek is terug met finansiële wiskunde en vanmôre gaan ons begin met annuïteite. Annuities is there's certain conditions regarding a sum to be annuity sum. A financial math sum is an annuity sum if a specific amount is paid in the same amount over a certain time at the same intervals at a constant interest rate, and the other condition is, yeah, that's the conditions. It must be the same amount over the same intervals, and the interest rate is constant. So luister weer, 'n annuïteit is wanneer ek 'n sekere bedrag inbetaal oor 'n sekere tydperk teen dieselfde intervalle teen 'n vasgestelde rentekoers. And that's very important. If you pay in an amount and after a month you pay in another amount en na 'n jaar betaal jy weer 'n bedrag in, is dit nie 'n annuïteit nie. Dit moet maandeliks gedoen word. And if you pay in different amounts, it's not an annuity as well. En jou rentekoerse kan ook nie verander nie. It must be the same interest rate for the specified time. So the first annuity that we are going to look at is your future annuity, ons toekomstige annuïteit. So the best way of explaining this annuity is doing examples. There's two types of annuities, a future and a present annuity. 'n Toekomstige en 'n huidige annuïteit. Hoe weet ek watter een van die twee formules moet ek gebruik? This is now very important. When you ask yourself the question, when will I have access to the money in this scenario? At the end of the time frame or at the beginning of the time frame? And if your answer is at the end of the time frame, then you know it's future annuity. Doesn't matter whether it's an investment or a loan. You ask that question all the time. If you've got access to the money at the beginning of the time frame, it's present annuity. So luister mooi weer. Wanneer jy twyfel oor die formule wat jy moet gebruik, en dit is baie belangrik, because if you use the wrong formula, you're going to get 0. Keer 'n formule gebruik, kry jy 0. So, ek vra myself altyd hierdie vraag, maak nie saak of dit 'n belegging of 'n lening is. Ek vra vir myself, wanneer het ek toegang tot die geld? Aan die einde van die tydperk of aan die begin van die tydperk? Aan die einde van die tydperk sal ek altyd toekomstige annuïteitsformule gebruik. Aan die begin van die tydperk sal ek altyd die huidige annuïteitsformule gebruik. Let's go to the future annuity. Future annuity, the formula starts with an F for future, so that's the end amount. Then we've got an X. Die X is die paaiement. Met ander woorde, daai bedrag wat dieselfde bly wat op 'n gereelde interval inbetaal word. So dit is die bedrag X, en dan het ek die rentekoers, interest rate, and that's again divided by 100. En dan het ek, that's the same interest rate, and then I've got the time, but now the time is not in years. This is actually not time anymore, but that is now the number of payments that's been done. So dis die aantal betalings wat inbetaal is. So as jy 5.000 rande inbetaal, sal hierdie ouetjie nou 50 wees. This is not time in years anymore. It's now your number of installments, jou aantal inbetalings. Now that's very important. Let's do an example. Mag jy sê wil oorsee vakansie gaan, nadat hy sy graad gekry het. Hy maak 'n spaarrekening oop en deponeer onmiddellik R500 daarin. Hy gaan vir 4 jaar voort om R500 aan die einde van elke maand te deponeer. Die rentekoers is 8% per jaar maandeliks saamgestel. Let me read the scenario in English as well. Mok Hussein wants to go on an overseas holiday after he got his degree. He starts paying in R500 in a savings account. He starts immediately and he goes on with that 4 years on each end of the month. The interest rate is 8% per year, compounded monthly. When we do annuities, grade 12s, you must always draw a timeline. As ons finansiële wiskunde doen, voornamelijk annuïteite, dan moet ons altyd 'n tydlyn teken wat ons storie vertel. So let's go through the story again. I could say, after he got his degree, he started paying in, look at this, on paying in R500 immediately. And after 1 month, another 500. And after another month, T1 is a month now, another 500. And this goes on until 4 years are done. 4 years, here, let me just read again. 4 years, so how many months are there going to be in 4 years? 4 times 12 gives me 48. So ek gaan, hoeveel maande is daar in 4 jaar? So hy het aangegaan tot hierso. Het hy nog R500 in dit. Okay, the interest rate, according to our sum, is 8% compounded monthly. So the whole time he earned 8%. See, it's percentage, so I already divided it by 100. En dit is maandeliks. Word maandeliks bereken. So let's put in this picture now into our compound interest. So wat word gevra? Na hierdie 4 jaar trek hy 'n bedrag uit en ek wil weet wat is daai bedrag. So let's put it into our future annuity. Kom ons kyk eers, voldoen hy aan toekomstige annuïteitsvereistes? Is dit dieselfde bedrag deur die hele tydperk? Yes. Is it the same interest rate? Yes. Is it at the same intervals? Yes. Monthly. So it's perfectly annuity. So now I can do my substitution. Ek sit R500 in. My rentekoers is 8% maandeliks. Nou my N, baie belangrik. When you determine your N, you can go and count from T0 up to T48 and you will see it's 49. Hoekom is dit 49? Want kyk gou wat doen juffrou. As ek van 0 af tel. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Sien julle dis 11? Okay. Die rede hoekom dit 11 is omdat ek by T0 dadelik begin inbetaal het. So now, there's a little formula to determine your N. Use it always, then you will not get N incorrect. Ek vat hierdie ouetjie, 48, ek minus my eerste ouetjie en ek tel 1 by. So you take your Tn, you minus the first one that the first T that the premium was paid into, and you add 1. That gives us always our N, 49. So now I'm going to substitute my 49. I'm going to minus my 1. And I'm going to divide with my interest rate compounded monthly. Hierdie hele ding kan jy presies net so in jou sakrekenaar intik. Moet dit nie opbreek in deeltjies nie. Tik die hele ding identies net so in jou sakrekenaar in. And if you do it correctly, your answer is going to be 28,862,79 rand. So hierdie ou het R28,862,79 na 4 jaar gespaar. The next question, na 4 jaar hou hy op om die maandelikse paaiemente te betaal. Hy los egter die geld vir nog 2 jaar in die rekening, terwyl hy 'n nagraadse kwalifikasie behaal. Hoeveel geld sal hy in sy rekening hê aan die einde van die laaste 2 jaar? After this, Mokguneng leave this money in this account, but he doesn't pay in installments anymore. He just leaves it there for 2 years. Met ander woorde, dis nie meer 'n annuïteit. So daai eindbedrag wat ek daar gekry het, gaan lê nou maar net vir 2 jaar nog. So ek gaan nou my saamgestelde renteformule gebruik om te kyk waarheen groei hierdie eindbedrag vir 2 jaar as dit net lê teen dieselfde rentekoers. Goed, so I'm paying 28,862,79 into a normal savings account at the same interest. En dit is vir 2 jaar, so it's 2 years. That's now n in years. En as ek daai in my sakrekenaar gaan insit, now it's not 2 years because it's compounded monthly. It's 24, 2 times 12, en dan kry ek dat hy op die ou einde 33,582,82 rand het, wat hy dan kan gebruik vir sy oorseese reis. Let's go to another example. Megan wants to save so that when she becomes 30 years old, she will have R1,000,000. Sy maak op haar 18de verjaarsdag 'n spaarrekening oop en maak gelyke paaiementbetalings in die rekening van 1 maand nadat sy die rekening oopgemaak het. The money earns 15% per year interest compounded monthly, so that the last installment is being paid on her 30th birthday. Hoeveel geld sal sy elke maand moet spaar om teen haar 30ste verjaarsdag R1,000,000 gespaar te hê? So let's draw the picture of Megan that wants to save each month from her 18th birthday so that she will have R1,000,000 when she gets 30. Okay. So let's quickly draw the picture of that. From 18 on her 18th birthday up to her 30th birthday, there's 12 years gone by. So I'm going to draw my timeline so that it's 12 years of months. So ek het 12 maal 12 jare maal 12 maande, gee vir my 144. So let's draw the timeline over here. We start with T0. That's when she got 18, and we're going to go up to T144 because that's 12 years after 18, en dit gee vir my dan word sy 30 jaar oud. So sy gaan elke maand, en sy begin nie dadelik nie, daar staan duidelik, she starts paying in an installment after 1 month. So she doesn't pay something in there, she starts at, after 1 month, she's paying in an amount, don't know what, and then she starts paying in on her 30th birthday. The interest rate that she earned is 15% compounded monthly. 15% compounded monthly. So let's see we need to know, okay, the end amount that she will have after 12 years is going to be 1 million. So we want to know how much must she pay into the account each month. So the question is it future or present annuity? When will she have the money? At the end of the time frame. So kom ons gaan. Ons het in F se plek R1 miljoen. Okay. We don't know what the installment's going to be. Interest rate 15%. We've got N is 144. Ons doen hom. N equals 144 minus, and she paid in at 1 plus 1. That's going to give me 144. Okay. So N equals 144 minus 1, all on 15% compounded monthly. So now we can take this interest to this side of the equals to. As ons dit hierdie kant toe bring, dan word dit, then we multiply with it. So if we want to get x as the subject, we're gonna take the interest rate to this side. So ons gaan daarmee vermenigvuldig. En dan gaan ons deel met dit wat aan die x vas is. So you can put that into your calculator and then you'll get your monthly installment of R2,508 per month and 77 cents. Dis hoeveel Megan in 'n rekening sal moet inbetaal sodat sy op haar 30ste verjaarsdag R1 miljoen gespaar het. A last example of future annuity that we're going to do. I'm going to read it just now. Still future annuity. Okay. Linda wants to save 30,000 rand for a laptop. She can afford to pay in 3,000 every 6 months. Interest will be 10.2% compounded half yearly. How many installments will she have to pay in to save 30,000 rand? Linda wil graag 30,000 spaar vir 'n spesiale skootrekenaar. Sy kan bekostig om elke 6 maande 3,000 rand weg te sit. Rente word bereken teen 10,2% per jaar, halfjaarliks saamgestel. Hoeveel paemente sal sy moet inbetaal totdat sy ten minste 30,000 rand gespaar het? Kom ons teken ons tydlyn. So wat ons wil weet is N. Ons weet nie hoe lank spaar sy nie. Ons onthou, dis nou 6 maande, T1 is nou elke 6 maande, T2 is nog 6 maande by, en sy gaan betaal in 3,000 rand elke 6 maande. Elke 6 maande betaal sy 3,000 rand in. Okay. And the interest rate is 10,2%. So dit gaan wees 0,102 gedeel deur, and it's compounded half yearly. Half yearly means twice a year. Half yearly. Okay. And the end amount is 30,000. So she'll have the end amount at the end of the time. So that's going to be 30,000 in place of F. 3,000 is my installment. I've got 1 plus my interest rate divided by 2. And now I've got N as the unknown. En dan kan ek gaan en ek kan dit gaan deel deur my rentekoers. Deur my rentekoers. (102 on 2). So I can get, now I must be careful. Ons gaan eers ons rentekoers oor die is-gelyk kan bring. Kyk baie mooi. So hy word nou 'n vermenigvuldig. So I'm multiplying with my interest rate. Okay. Then this is now multiplication. So I'm going to divide with 3,000. En dan bly aan hierdie kant oor 'n min 1, so hy word plus 1. And then I've got 1 plus 1 1 plus 0,102 on 2 to the power of n. So, when I calculate that and I calculate that, I'm going to get 151 on 100. En aan hierdie kant het ek 1051 op 1000 tot die mag n. And then I can use my logarithms to determine n equals the log of, just want to get a better pen, of 1051 on 1000 and the base is going to be 151 on 100, and therefore if you calculate that on your calculator, it's going to be 8,28 installments. Nou onthou graad 12's, ek kan nie 8,28 paemente betaal nie. I'll have to pay 9 because I've got to. She needs to have 30,000. So sy kan so klein bietjie meer hê, maar sy kan nie minder hê nie. So daarom gaan ek oprond en sê daarom is n gelyk aan 9 inbetalings van R3,000 elke 6 maande. Dis toekomstige annuïteit, sien julle later vir huidige annuïteitsformules.